What's up, peeps? Archie here, and today we're gonna be playing... Oh, just wait for it to pop up. Just a sec. There we go. Today we're gonna be playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-lickin' good dating simulator. How is the volume? It's not too loud, is it? Hopefully not. I might turn it down for myself just a little. Just a little. There we go. A bit loud? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alright. Hopefully that is better. Let's see. Anyway. I'm excited. I've been waiting for this. Have you now? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when it was recommended to me by our good, really cool username, our good peep, really cool username, I was a little hesitant at first, you know? But the more I thought about it, the more, like, I just gotta accept that it's kind of a meme at this point, and I just gotta go for it, you know? Also, hello, Honeybird. Sorry I didn't greet you earlier, but hello. How am I today? I am good. I had the day off of work today, and I was, you know, I was planning on being productive, but then that didn't happen. That did not happen at all. Ugh. So instead, I played a lot of Pokemon and had what? I guess food. I had myself some lunch and I had some dinner after that, and bam. Played this game in 2019 and it was really silly and fun. Well, good to know. I am curious to see just how, like, deep into the KFC lore it goes, but isn't this the first dating sim on your channel? You know, now that I think about it, I think it might be. I think this might be what pops my dating sim cherry on this channel. Maybe I could have phrased that better, but anyway. Let's just hop right in. Because I actually, I pretty much need to go to bed right after playing this. Because work is early tomorrow. And yeah. Might as well get this started. Before we get started, let's see. Our name is Archie. Confirm. Oh my god, chicken and biscuits. Speaking of, I probably should have had chicken for dinner. God dang it. Why does this game gotta do that? I know that symbol in the background. That kanji on the right. It's Tori. It's bird. But I don't know what the other one is. But it probably just means chicken. I had chicken for dinner. Well, whew. Good to know. Good to know. That means that at least one of us is being festive. Also, is this a K-pop band? Is this supposed to be like BTS or something? Anyway. Got a decent enough looking room. Oh, we play tennis, apparently. I actually like racket sports, so that fits the bill. Oh, and we've got a pearl necklace. Cool. Here we go. Oh, but before we get into this, I was going to, since this is my first dating sim, I wanted to try and set the mood, right? So I wanted to try and do a little bit of, if you'll indulge me, just try my hand at a little bit of ASMR. So I'm just gonna lean in close to the mic here. Oh, Jesus, okay, that does weird things to my model. But anyway, okay, here I go. I'm gonna lean in close to the mic. How is this? Since this is a finger-licking good dating sim, I feel like some finger-licking would be good. Sorry about that. I just... Oh my god. How was that? Was that good? 10 out of 10? You're a monster. What can I say? I really like licking fingers. Oh man. Okay. That try not to cry. Was it that bad? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, man. Okay. I gotta contain myself. I can't be the most ridiculous thing in a KFC dating sim. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's collect ourselves. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay. We're good now. We're good. Now let's set the scene. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. Definitely not in the moment. Definitely not in that one. Or you could wake up now. Oh god, this is an annoying alarm. First day of culinary student, no time to sleep in. Frickin' smack that clock. Oh god. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. That's Uxel. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. Allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. Well, realistically, I would be daydreaming here. But I feel like I need to take this seriously. You're playing Amori? Oh, man. Is this going to be your first time playing Amori? Because, oh my god, you're in for a treat, if so. But, I remember watching him play it a few months ago. Yeah, I did. For the longest time. But yeah, it's a really good game. I mean, I don't know, like, where it sits on my, like, video game list that I have, but I want to say it's definitely within my top 10. It was really good. I really like the story. I still think about it. I still need to upload the highlight reels, and I've been trying to work on them, but they're just so god-awful long. And it's weirdly exhausting sitting in front of a computer all day to, like, edit those videos, you know? It's weirdly exhausting. But yes, well worth the time that you put into it. Get ready to cry a couple times, and I'll definitely check you out. I mean, like, check out the game. Not that you're... Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing you play it. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, but now let's take this seriously. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. I definitely read that as tits. Real quick, I think my brain is trying to tell me something. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Oh my god, is it going to be like dingling from our mouth like a piece of toast? Just what you need to get your blood flowing. Biscuits. As long as it has like butter on it. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Oh my god, she's cute. She's so cute. Look at her. Oh my god. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. That checks, like, every check mark on my list. So yes. Yes, I do. Good morning, Archie. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited and a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. Oh my god. I like her big glasses, I like her little braids, I like her hair color, and her power stance, whatever that is. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and he rescued me from that quicksand box. It's been quite a bit of what? You know, thinking about it, I remember seeing a lot of TV shows, a lot of cartoons when I was younger, that made it out to be like quicksand being a very prevalent problem that I'd run into very frequently growing up. There were survival guides on how to survive quicksand, but like, I have never even seen a quicksand pit. So like, what happened here? Also, was it always a quicksand box? Because if so, I don't know if you'd want to be playing near that ever. But anyway, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, 3 days? I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Ow! Practice on a pillow, come on. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Well, I always try to do pep talks, so that's what I'm gonna do here. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? What was it called again? The Tower Arcana? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? That better not be Colonel Sanders. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Always gotta look for that silver lining. Can you believe I cut them myself? I mean, actually a little bit. You could definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hand and onto the ground. What the butt? We just got here. It's our first day of school. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She could get anything she wants and she knows it. Is it because of the heart-shaped booba window? Hello, Ashley. I'm definitely going to be saying Ashley from now on. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Okay, I'm not going to do that accent. It's only reserved for her name. I cannot pull that off the entire episode. What? You leave Archie's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. And that's why I'm gonna make fun of it. If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. God dang it. Van the Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van. You rang. Oh, God. He's got a star for... Okay, we're good. We're good. You're never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe... God. He is clearly just a JoJo character. Is that I'm pretty sure it's a JoJo reference. I mean, it's a star. It's a Jo star. It's gotta be. Also, I'm glad that despite them being very tight pants, we're not, met with any sort of impressions of him. But anyway, I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. Freaking, their standards must be really low. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. Oh god. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Here we go.
Oopsie! I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you?
My name is Pop. I was named after my pop. Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Archie. So, are you going to make me hold the store all day?
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? Don't even, Miriam. He is like 10 years old. Do not. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Wait a minute, who is that? Is that a picture of, like, someone from the KFC franchise? Is that the current CEO? Anyway, you stand at the edge of the room, unsure of where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy with chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch, aww, takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable!
Yay!
His name is Sprinkles. Of course it is. I don't even know what voice to give him. Now, quiet down, everyone. No, it's gotta be cuter than that. Now, quiet down, everyone. There we go, that's perfect. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. Oh god, not the dog, please. Why not the dog? What? A cute dog is our professor? Why does that sound like an anime title? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fills the air in the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then he walks in. Oh no. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. At least it's not a soul patch, I'd have competition. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Harland! Colonel Sanders interrupts Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Harland. Is that really his name? Harland Sanders? Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats-a-Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before a faucet pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely.
Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Archie sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. What is wrong with you, Miriam? You take a moment to clean yourself up. Oh my god. Colonel summoned, baby. Oh my god, now we've got two dogs. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and get some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Sporks? Sporks are my favorite utensil. How did they know? I actually... was it earlier this year or was it last year? I can't even remember. But I got myself a set of metal sporks for silverware. Just because I love them that much. I gotta have my sporks. They're the ultimate utensil. You got the scooping capabilities of a spoon, but the stabbing capabilities of a fork. It's the best. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Oh, it's just, his name is Student. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue... You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year at the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Oh my god. I think we know who Best Girl is. Anyway. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? A beef treat, a rubber ball, or a chicken snack? What does the KFC dating sim want me to choose here? You reach beneath your apron and return with a Let me try that again. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! How did I know? Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving her hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Ugh. The one thing I do not like about dogs, they're very messy, especially when it comes to the tongue. Yeah. So much slobber. I can't hiss. I just can't. Also, is it 4 p.m.? Oh, no, it's 12:20. Okay. I misjudged the hour hand. Anyway, you see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Jeez. Read a book. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Archie! There's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. 2 good options, but which will you choose? Now this is actually the first real choice of the game. Who do we want to sit by, chat? Because, not gonna lie, like, as much as this is a dating sim about Colonel Sanders, I feel like I gotta sit next to my best friend, right? I don't know. What are we thinking? Or am I just gonna have to do multiple playthroughs? Not that I'm gonna have time tonight, but... Options. I could always eeny, meeny, miny, moe it. Are we going for the tsundere path? I don't even know what kind of paths there are in this game, so I'm not sure. But I feel like, well, here's the thing, right? If we're sitting next to Colonel Sanders, our best friend's gonna get jealous, possibly. And, like, we're just gonna be sweating bullets the entire time. That's not a good precedent to set. At least if we're far away, that gives us a chance. So I guess in that case, yes, we are going for the tsundere path. Sit by best friend. You move and take your seat by Miriam.
I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class.
Of course, you're my best friend. Who else could I sit by?
Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you'd sat there, you might have got to know him a little better.
I never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. That's exactly what I was thinking. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. If I know anything about jealousy and dating sims, it usually ends terribly. You know what? Now that you mention it, that's a very apt observation that you had there. Now I'm starting to get Doki Doki Literature Club flashbacks. I never played it myself, but I saw a playthrough, and that was enough. That was enough for me. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. Oh my god. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Yay, a quiz about me.
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Bob. Meh, it depends. Extremely.
That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to...
feather. A slam dunk. Feather.
That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
Spork? That's right! Oh my god. This game knows me.
What food is best for a broken heart?
Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face. I'm gonna say the first one.
That's right!
If it sprinkles a good boy. No. He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. Or yes. He is the best boy.
That's right!
Your total score is perfect score, 5 out of 5.
Wow! To be honest, did you cheat?
You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. We're in, boys. Hot diggity, Archie, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch.
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. That's not at all a concerning line. What, the Colonel Sanders points? Also, what is this bucket? Do I click the bucket? That's not gonna like take me out of anything. Is that like a menu? Ah, it is a menu. Okay, that makes sense. Let's resume then.
Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Oh, poor student. It's his fault. He's got those gangly, weird fingers. Anyway. Shh.
Lunch.
She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell. Oh, whoops. Oh no, I know. Can I load? Would this be the second bite? Oh no, I accidentally skipped some dialogue. It'll be really quickly. I'll get there really quick. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, everyone cheers. Shh. Lunch. She said she prepared something special. That must be the smell I smelled. The smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Was that some blush? What do you think we want your... What? You think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, a poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait and see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Also, she has chicken cutouts in her stockings. And also I'm noticing some very impressive thighs. What? Oh, chicken thigh. Okay, got it.
Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants them all to herself.
Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any.
I'll take this. I'll take his.
Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. Oh god, his hair is still in the star shape. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Also, I cannot hide. Like, I am seriously impressed by these thighs over here. Anyway. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket. Why is that in quotes? And sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Sugoi. I am not going to be that way. Tasting... Oh, God, maybe I am going to be that way. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Do I focus my mind and meditate on the moment, savor the moment, and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or do I swim toward the light? Am I about to die from chicken ecstasy? Oh my god. I mean, I kind of want to swim toward the light. But I think
I'm just going to focus my mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. You let the food rest in your mouth. Close your eyes with me, chat. Let's try and focus. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be... Beep? Excuse me? Did what did Colonel Sanders put in this chicken? Why is it censored? He really did it. How bold. How adventurous. To use beep. Because I am not filling in this blank with anything good. I'll tell you that much. Like, I'll just move on. Maybe we'll find out. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. Haha, Soviet Russia. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. I approach. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Surprising, not the worst thing I've heard that's been in food. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to move on. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Oh god, his eyes. Maybe I was right. Oh no. How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I've had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Also, he's got a chicken cane. Oh my god. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got Wow. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Ugh. I just sent like a shiver down my neck. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use beep. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. What? What was your great-grandmother putting on? That was me. What? Are you the secret ingredient in Colonel Sanders' chicken? Oh, no. Or are you saying the warm breath? Oh, the shiver down my neck. Okay, got it. It took me a second. God, chat delay. I have to, like, rewind my mind every 6 seconds just to make sure. Yep. Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And beep definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, but now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. Oh, are we gonna steal it from under his nose? From under his mustache? Where his soft, delicate lips rest? Anyway, while you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest.
I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength, wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up, or be modest but thoughtful. I feel like the modest approach would be the best. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Yeah, we in. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Archie. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Am I gonna be a big VTuber one day? We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they can need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable, tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Oh, God. She's also in that stance. Oh, no. I feel so bad. Poor Miriam, I can't leave her behind. Oh, and now she's crying. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Archie. I'll prepare the station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Pop and Clink. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Choose Clank. For the love of God, please choose Clank. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. What do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Or who? Pop or Clank? Definitely Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of the school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Aw, how cute. Wart. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue? I hardly know you. Haha. You know who she reminds me of? This is going to be a bit of a weird, but you know what? It's also a dating sim, so it still fits. Has anyone here played Honey Pop 2? Because there's a character there that she's really reminding me of. I don't remember the name well enough, but anyway. Don't look into it for me, please, for the love of God. We'll just keep it a secret for this stream only, that I have played Honey Pop. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up these steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy. You don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' minds. Or your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Well, which of these is probably served at a KFC? I wonder. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting.
Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Oh ho. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man.
Did someone call for me?
No, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Archie's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember?
Oh my god, the music got really intense.
Colonel Sanders returns, arms fold, peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends.
Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Archie was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Huh? Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel, deep down, that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
She's the thighs.
Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need, or turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. Forever bastie. Oh, crap, again. Well, god dang it. Turn to Colonel Sanders another time. Well, no, he's already being overloaded with frickin' Ashley over here. So I feel like it's only proper for us to go for Miriam. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend-in-need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. We have a busy section. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! Miriam. Oh, Miriam. I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust, vis-a-vis my skills as a chef. Or is it vis-a-vis? Anyway, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken.
Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Archie's my partner for today's activity.
You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through these steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Oh, the drama, the tension. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Oh my god. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? That reminds me, there's a dating sim for cutlery. What? Oh my god. I might have to look into that next. Hold on right there, Archie. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Oh my god, we're gonna lick Ashley's face. Till I have potatoes face? Van rushes back over a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Ew. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Oh my god. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. It killed him. Now he's just a ghost student. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Oh no! Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, and snapping everyone back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Of course it has. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student, all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. Whoa, there's a for real counter in this game as well? God dang it. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Is he crying? Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Archie. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you
Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance here, a long, sad sigh.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
The spork monster is here to fight a hero. Oh no, what?
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid.
Be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Oh my god, well obviously we're going to attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Oh no. Maybe we should defend this time. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Focuses their mashed mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Oh, well, that was a bad move. This guy to go on the attack. Cook with love again. Still does damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses multi-utensil. Or utilitensile. What? Okay. You take 2 damage from the attack. Oh no. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Well, now do I defend? Buff up. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. You better attack soon, or you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Let's chow down. Does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spork Monster's oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn, the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge.
Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens.
Hot Pie Power Pinch.
Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him, or spare this wretched beast. You know what? If I've learned one thing from Undertale, it's that sparing, or finishing them off is not always the right option. We'll spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said.
The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. I forgot this game! Hello, welcome to Boy. Welcome to I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Yeah, it's quite a trip so far, not gonna lie. But an enjoyable trip, to be sure. I don't know if I'll finish it all tonight, but we'll try. We'll try our best. If there's 3 days of this, I don't know. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. Did he put me back in my room? He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Oh my god, he's tucking us in. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Oh my god. It's still a ghost. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you've discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used bleep. I'm still very concerned about that, but okay. And then there's that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense, we'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Oh my god. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. He was the car? What? I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Oh my god. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel oh, sorry, wrong voice. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for learning? You're a thing now? Also, hello, long username. Thanks for coming back. What did I miss since the mashed potatoes got thrown around? Well, student ate an octopus tentacle and died. Pops also ate the tentacle but is immune to poison. We fought a spork monster, and we got a magical chicken cooking book thing. But anyway. Oh, and Colonel Sanders brought us back home and tucked us into bed. So, yeah. We definitely connected yesterday. Wow, I missed a lot. Yeah, I was not prepared for all of that happening in such quick succession. But anyway. Haha, you sure did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. I miss getting put into bed by Colonel Sanders. That you did. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden while I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. Oh god, please don't say it's drugs. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some on my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. Miriam, that was cocaine. That was not a flower petal, that was cocaine. You just did coke. You put coke in your cooking. Miriam. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Oh my god, maybe it actually is. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he'd love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? I'm gonna make up a fake ingredient. She doesn't know. None the wiser. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about it was Eye of Newt? I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt. Wow.
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. On a horse. Stand back and admire his majestic glory, or run to him. Stand back and admire. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. What a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's just what I said. Daddy? I'm sorry, Daddy? Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, Archie just gets really nervous around people they like.
God dang it, Miriam. You blew my cover. What? This is not helping.
I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it.
Oh, but he did. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. Okay, I am really quickly going to get myself some more water, because I definitely need it. My throat is a tad dry from all this talking. But yeah, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, we're back. Thank you for waiting. I also didn't realize that I left my heater on, so it was running in the background just a little bit. But I turned it off now, so now we can continue uninterrupted. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. Of course, by the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricting ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad. Try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature, act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. Tell them to stop acting immature. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before he can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true star of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He is a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do.
Which is why in 1776, after signing the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Archie?
Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit? This is actually a bit of a toughie. But I'm gonna go with the pepper. Oh wait, should I? Yeah, I'll go for the pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. Oh no. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe.
My friend, ooh.
This guy again?
I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is...
Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill the prophecy...
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Poor guy. Poor guy. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone staring at you.
That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever.
You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. I wonder if I was supposed to take the dog biscuit. Well, no. Maybe it would have been just the glass of water? I don't know. Anyway, today's
lunch will be prepared
via timed competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time, or step up and tell them you're on. Stop wasting time. Is everything a competition with you two?
Yes.
Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn, to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Thank you for the hydrate. I definitely need it. After all that coughing. There we go. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Archie, you should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup, with chocolate milk to wash it down, and a tartlet for dessert. It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer.
Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words timer ready.
That's what I'm talking about. Ow!
I stand corrected.
If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My Bessie can best the best of them.
Best believe it.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now is my chance to shine.
Does she have a chain on her butcher's knife? Oh my god. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you could really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh no. I was boil 100 seconds after you turn the heat on. That's wrong. Oh.
What were you thinking, Archie? Get your head in the game.
Season the chicken before you're cooking. You don't know Colonel Sanders, but you have an idea. It's 11. That's right. But at least you're heading in the right direction. Tail wagging testifies. Now you got some basic steps going. Time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude? That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on this advice. Is this freaking Star Fox? And draw energy from that place. That'd be a good time to parse. Where does it come from? Small town where big dreams were born. Yes, that's right. This is your shot and you're not going to miss it.
Ow!
You try to shut out the noise of the arena. Focus on her cooking. What's the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong! What? Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Archie. What is the sound of cooking or success then? He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now I can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls to fill a traditional bathing tub? No! Stranded on this island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you focus on the challenge you're falling behind? No. No! What does that have to do with the crafting spectacular project? What is going on? You're really struggling to keep up, that we are. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex.
To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Archie does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by doing the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue the dough before it's overmixed. Archie, no! But you're not fast. Oh my god! What is happening? You're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
It can't be. I'm so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Archie's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Archie to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Oh no.
We messed up. We messed up big. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you. As he places a soft-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage or put yourself between Colonel Sanders. Internalize. Conceal, don't feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Whoops. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, I'm sorry. Not to mention your crispy, fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. We missed it. We missed our opportunity. Also, hello, really cool username. I actually have to go to bed soon, like really soon. I don't know how many more chapters there are. Can I go back though? 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah. We'll be able to finish one go through, but I don't know. I might play this again. I'm not sure. I definitely want to redo that last part. Let's go back though. No save scumming. Not for this playthrough. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's a 5-hour game? I thought it was only like 2. Okay. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I ever failed at anything before?
Or do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you could see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of.
He's got really intense eyes.
I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Lay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster. This game makes me hungry but not for chicken. What does it make you hungry for then? Borko?
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back. And after a whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like, having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. And getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student.
Oh, god dang it. Until one day, something about a magical book. A magic spell book.
Precisely. I procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and you shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Archie, together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by... He has a goatee from childbirth. Okay. Surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Oh my god. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining.
I'm sucking on a mint right now. You and your sucking... Anyway, no.
Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up, and he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? I trust him. Let's reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in headfirst. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you
My original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage just glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together he chowed down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. I actually don't like coleslaw that much. But anyway.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on its moment.
KFC coleslaw is gross. They're making everything out to be this amazing stuff, and it's just like, I don't even like KFC. But this dating sim is fine. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Popeyes is better. Popeyes is better. Have you seen Little Nicky? Popeyes chicken rocks. Anyway, that and Raising Cane's. Well, there goes our potential KFC sponsorship. Oh well, out the window. Sure, why not?
Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
Now, you realize now would be the perfect time to do some stripping, snooping. Around the room are various items you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. I don't want to go for the urn just yet. Let's look at... Oh, what is this picture over here? Oh, is that a safe? Let's go for the baby photo. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figured this must be Colonel Sanders himself. I like how Archie's making this horny without me. Well, you got it. It's a dating sim. I'm just playing the role. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who'd make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Tap on an item. What's this? Photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of the secret herbs and spices? What about here? Kentucky Fried Chicken. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. Definitely. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Oh no. The door is open. I want to look at this chicken first. The 11 herbs and spices is just 11 spoonfuls of cumin? Are you serious? Is it really just cumin? That's funny because somebody made a suggestion earlier that was, well, it was like cumin, just with 2 fewer letters. Anyway, you notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. You pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Ah. Is that scented candle a scent of chicken? Scented candle, you pick it up and try and identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? No. It's one of the recipe ingredients. It's... Tap on an item. Well, we can go to the lake. Is this a comb? Oh my god, it is. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Oh my god. What about the lake? You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see him in the middle of something? You open the window and crack, and the ghost is swept out with a breeze. Poor guy. What's this? It's supposed to be where he keeps his secret recipe. You think for a moment. One number is important to Colonel Sanders. Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi
Take a closer at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. There's only one last thing. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. Oh God, I'm turning into a stalker. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Stop it! Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try and act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now's your moment and make a big move. You tell him you're cold, or you fess up and tell the truth. I've read a book where the main characters snuck into their crush's room and put on their swim trunks and lay naked in their bed. Oh God. Oh God, oh God. Didn't think this was the kind of game that would make me feel single. Here we are. Oh no. Well, hopefully it'll be over soon. We'll just do a little bit of a fib. We have time tomorrow to confess. You tell him you're cold. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Archie? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Okay. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. We spent the night. Oh my God. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Bleh. In some jurisdictions, bleh isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Also, that says take him down a peg, but I definitely just saw the word peg, and... oh God. But, I don't know. He doesn't seem like the type that likes flattery. But I also don't want to talk him down too much. Which one do I choose? Which one do I choose? I read the word peg and got excited for it. Well, you know what? If two of us immediately went to that, then sure, take him down, peg. It's good, but my mom made better. Colonel Sanders' expression grows serious. Did your little jab land too hard? Colonel, I know what you're going to say. I need to be better if I'm going to leave my mark on this world. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school, after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. All three of us just read the word peg. What is wrong with us? You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Oh no. I opened the door slowly. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Oh no, she slept with Clank. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. Oh no, she did sleep with the robot. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you could do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
Order you up one.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is the dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at school.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Archie, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fists, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you could go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Archie, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say it was bland.
Excuse me, Archie. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Oh. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Archie.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you received yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It appeared to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I like to say, I suggest this for the memes. You did not have to play it. But I did! I put that redeem on for a reason, you know? And I mean, if it's free, why not? So. But this is turning out to be a very fun journey, so that is also a positive. I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered in with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here. It says it'll erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it'd probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine. It is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Cast it or don't do it after all. Of course not. I like how we all agreed KFC's food sucks. Yes. Our perfect... That's how you know that this is the right chat. We may be, we might have a thing for food, but that doesn't mean we have a thing for just any old food, you know? We're very selective. We know our tastes. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice and makes a quick announcement.
I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up, and he begins to breathe quickly. Oh no, is he gonna puke? He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. For sure. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When he follows gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs out the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence!
Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? That's a sentimental way to say we're pricky eaters. No. We are, how would you say? We are just culinarily inclined, you know? We have acquired tastes. And we don't just settle for anything, any old food. Wait, a talking dog is a student? No, a talking dog is our teacher. You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only by Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone.
I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Archie, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see... But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class.
They're trying to do the do again.
You think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends, show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great day. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain, or off a cliff for all I care.
Oh no. How much acid did these underpaid interns take? I don't know. Maybe they were forced to take the acid to make this game. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks.
Oh no! He's broken. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep friend footwear, wow, there's a typo in the KFC dating sim game. Who would have thought? Wait a minute, now it actually is a proper dating sim. You can't have a proper dating sim without a typo or two. In terms of deep fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
Play a pizza game, then. It's a game where sometimes they spell something right by mistake. Interesting. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off to the sunset without me?
Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clink or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. Just a second. Sorry about that. For some reason, all this talking is making my nose stuffed up. But we're good now.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head into the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Archie's famous chicken pot pie. Oh, actually they got me there. I do really love chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Of course it is. Archie, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it, like there was no sound at all. No! Then the pot pie will burn. And I'm not about to have this be a steamed ham moment. I've seen that episode. I've seen the memes. Fess up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a hot pot. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. There we go. That's an oddly specific distance. That's 1,200 feet. But you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust.
And my nose is telling me something else.
Oh no, is it burning?
No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC.
TLC? What kind of drug is that? But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. I do know what TLC stands for, by the way. The moment of truth.
Wow. It's the best pot pie.
TLC is what the interns took.
It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day.
There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is except to cook with everything you've got. You stuff for the cook-off. For a lifetime. Of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you over to the edge of victory. The edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe are, trademark, fried chicken. The intensity of the room is at a full 10 out of 10. Starts at... Wait. Oh my god. Another typo. The intensity in the room starts at full 10 out of 10. Starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Oh god, he says wash. Marion fiercely injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, baster blaster. Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin.
Let's rock and roid.
Roid? Like steroid? Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula.
Oh god.
Even Clink gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out in the back door of the arena.
As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley
has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take the opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Cast a spell, or do it a hard way? We learned our lesson from the hand mixer. Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Yeah, buddy.
I believe in you, Archie.
Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Archie, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied, and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did you get that eye of newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Oh no. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where that came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School. I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up,
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you can ever win. Give up, or summon extra power from deep down within yourself. Let's give up. No, summon extra power. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through. We just turned Super Saiyan. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. Knees weak, arms spaghetti. Moms are ready. What? My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Archie, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupting my inspiring monologue.
Sorry.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you're powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Archie. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support.
I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed.
You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you.
I'm here to help.
We have Miriam and Colonel Sanders on our side. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy.
Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on.
And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
Are you suggesting?
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union.
Time's up, students. But time expired. It's the moment everyone's been waiting for.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete.
It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Clank.
From off screen, you can hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying.
Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants.
Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, the Van has something to do.
Sorry. Pop showed up on screen immediately. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Pranks? Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there is none.
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects.
Yes.
It has been a long semester.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy floating in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. What is that face you're making? Miriam, I am very concerned. That is like 2 steps away from an ahegao, but anyway.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed.
She gives you a big hug. Yay. Thank you, Archie, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof! Woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Ouch! My tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified? For glamour?
Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know. I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in light rose water syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually looks pretty good, not gonna lie.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food? At a cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Archie? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we're having an eating exam. If I want to be judged on eating, I go to College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-face routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
The 2 chefs?
Did you see his eyes for a second? They blinked red. Oh my god. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese
has become something else.
He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that Everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass.
Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The KFC mac and cheese sounds gross. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they do actually serve it, so... The new menu item is so impressive that even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Roo! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Holy crap. Holy crap, Ashley is thick. Anyway, for a moment you actually believe him. Not another haunting. I like how we're focused on two different sides of things. You're focused on Van Van, and I'm Ashley. Oh, not another haunting.
No ghosts allowed at graduation is clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing.
And now that everyone's together, it's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone's too rapt talking to Spork. So sorry. Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. And you know she's gonna do great. Ah, she looks so cute. That's so good. I like the ribbon in her hair. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Oh, I think I know. It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it.
And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance.
Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth.
Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing.
I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension.
What? What?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard.
I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird.
I'm gonna head out now. Make sure to get good sleep and good luck with work tomorrow. I'm actually not gonna get good sleep because I have 3 hours before I need to wake up. But, you know, I wanted to finish the story. But thank you regardless. I hope you have good rest at least. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders lives. No, it's my fault. I didn't prepare properly for this stream. But is what it is. Howdy, classmates. Oh god, he's just got a t-shirt. He still has a pen. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken.
The end? Question mark? No, it's not the end. I was about to say. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Archie, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you'd expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head? Oh, I don't know. Spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Archie. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Archie, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually, and along the way you'll have me by your side. The end. Wow. We didn't unlock the perfect good ending. It was because we didn't get that sweet, sweet cooking competition off. But there we go. That's been it. We did it, everybody! Why does all this make me so jealous? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. But as that is it, I think we will call it here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. And I'll just stop this from playing. There we go. So that we don't have to sit through that. Alrighty. Let's see who's available for raid, shall we? You know what? Let's go check in with Maya. She's a hummingbird fairy, and it is her birthday, if I'm not mistaken. So, we'll go wish her a happy birthday. Alrighty. Let's also put in a raid message. Bam, bam. You can copy and paste that if you would like. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you have a good day, or good night rather. And I'll see you tomorrow. Going to be playing some more games. All right, take care. Bye-bye.